Let's look at a lesson from TILI KANNADA grade 7. The name of this lesson is ANTIMA VIDAAYA. Antima means final and Vidaya is farewell. So final farewell is the name of this lesson. So let's look at the lesson now. ಆ ವೈದ್ಯನ ನಡಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಧಾವಂತವಿತ್ತು. Vaidya means doctor, nadige is walk, and Davanta is hurry. So there was hurry in the doctor's walk. ರೋಗಿಯೊಬ್ಬನನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಲು ತನ್ನಿಂದಾಗಿ ತಡವಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬ ತಳಮಳವಿತ್ತು. ರೋಗಿ is a sick person or a patient. ಉಳಿಸಲು to save, tada is delay. Talamala is distressed. So the doctor, he was walking in a hurry because he was distressed and he was thinking that because of his delay, saving a patient's life is also getting delayed. ನರ್ಸ್ ಅವರಿಂದ ಫೋನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದಂತೆಯೇ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ದೌಡಾಯಿಸಿದ್ದ. So as soon as he received a call from the nurse, he rushed towards the hospital. ತನ್ನ ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಹೋದವನೇ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆಯ ಸಮವಸ್ತ್ರ ಧರಿಸಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರಿನತ್ತ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹಾಕಿದ. ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ means surgery. Samavastra is uniform. So he first reached the hospital, he went running to his room and he wore the uniform that a doctor has to wear while performing surgery. And he started walking towards the operation theatre. ಕೊಠಡಿಯ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ತಂದೆ ಶತಪಥ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹಾಕುತ್ತಿದ್ದನು. So ಕೊಠಡಿ is room. Room means in front of the operation theatre. A father was pacing up and down. ಒಳಗೆ ಮಲಗಿರುವ ತನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೋ ಮತ್ತು ಆತನನ್ನು ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿ ನೋಡುತ್ತೇನೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ ಎಂಬ ಆತಂಕ ಅವನನ್ನು ಕಿತ್ತು ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತಿದೆ. So that father was pacing up and down because inside was his son. His son was lying on the bed and he was not even sure what is wrong with his son and whether he will see his son alive again or not. So he was having so much of anxiety, wondering what is going to happen to his son. ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸಹನೆ ತಾಂಡವವಾಡುತ್ತಿದೆ and he was looking so impatient and very much in anxiety. ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರಿನತ್ತ ದೌಡಾಯಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ವೈದ್ಯನನ್ನು ಕಾಣುತ್ತಿದ್ದಂತೆಯೇ ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸಹನೆಯ ಕಟ್ಟೆಯೊಡೆಯಿತು. So as soon as he saw that the doctor was coming rushing towards the operation theatre, he lost control of his patience and tolerance. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಬೇಕಾಯಿತಾ? So now he is so angry, he is showing all his anger on the doctor and he is asking him, what took you so long to come here? ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಜೀವ ಅಪಾಯದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಎಂಬುದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲವೇ? Did you not know that my son's life is in danger? ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಿಂಚಿತ್ತಾದರೂ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಎನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲವೇ? Don't you have even a little bit of responsibility? ತನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಾ ಆಕ್ರೋಶಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತಿನ ರೂಪ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ವೈದ್ಯನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹರಿಹಾಯ್ದ. So all his anger, he had to show his anger. So he showed his anger in the form of words, in the form of very harsh words, and showed his rage to the doctor. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದಂತೆಯೇ ಹೊರಟು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So now the doctor saying, please forgive me, I was not even there in the hospital. As soon as I got a call, I have come rushing here. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನೀನೀಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಶಾಂತನಾಗು. So he is saying, please at least now calm down. ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲು ಅನುವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡು and please cooperate and let me do my work. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ತಡವಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. So he is saying, already it is being delayed. ಕ್ಷಮೆಯ ನಗುವಿನೊಂದಿಗೆ ವೈದ್ಯ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಂಡ. So he very calmly pleaded the father that please let me go and do my work, you also calm down. ಶಾಂತನಾಗೋದೆ, ಒಂದೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗ ಇದೇ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಠಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗಿದ್ದರೆ ನೀನು ಶಾಂತನಾಗಿರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೀಯೇ? So he's asking, should I calm down? What if the same situation, what if you were in the same situation and your son was lying in the operation theatre? Will you be so calm? ವೈದ್ಯ ಬರುವುದು ತಡವಾಗಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋದರೆ ನೀನೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ? And in case the doctors delay made your son die, what would you be doing? ತಂದೆಯ ಆಕ್ರೋಶಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊನೆಯಿದ್ದಂತೆ ಕಾಣಲಿಲ್ಲ. So it looked like there was no end to the father's rage and anger. ವೈದ್ಯ ಮತ್ತದೇ ಕ್ಷಮೆಯಾಚಿತ ನಗುವಿನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರಿಸಿದ. And the doctor again had a small smile in his face, and asking him for forgiveness, again he spoke. ಒಬ್ಬ ವೈದ್ಯನಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆನೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೇನೆ. So he says, as a doctor, whatever is possible by me, I will honestly do it for you. ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗನನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಲು ನನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಾ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪಣಕ್ಕಿಡುತ್ತೇನೆ. I will pledge all my capabilities and abilities to save your son. ಆದರೂ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೀರಿದ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಟವೇನೂ ನಡೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವೈದ್ಯರಾದವರು ಸಾವನ್ನು ಮುಂದೂಡಬಹುದೇ ವಿನಃ ಸಾವಿನಿಂದ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಬಚಾವ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಬಚಾವ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ನಮಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. So he says, I will try my best, but there is one power beyond all of us. And the doctors, they have the ability only to delay or postpone the death. They cannot give a complete, means they cannot protect anybody completely from death. Okay, so we cannot avoid death. The doctor is saying that I cannot avoid death, I can only help postpone the death. Because there is one power which is beyond all of us. ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಬಚಾವ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ನಮಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. So he says even doctors don't have the power to completely avoid death. ಈಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ದೇವರ ಬಳಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗನನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಿಕೊಡುವಂತೆ ಬೇಡಿಕೋ. Now go and pray God to save your son. That's the only thing you can do. ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲು ಬಿಡು, and let me do my work. ನಾವು ಆ ಕಷ್ಟದ ಭಾಗವಾಗದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಂತ್ವನ ಹೇಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭ. So the father is still not he is still not satisfied, and he is still very angry, and he is telling the doctor, if you are not in a difficult situation, telling solace or consoling others is very easy. ನಾವೇ ಆ ಕಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಲುಕಿದಾಗ ಅದರ ಭಾರ ಅರ್ಥವಾಗೋದು. So he said only if you are undergoing that difficulty, or you are going through that difficult times, only then will you understand the pain. ತಂದೆಯ ಗೊಣಗಾಟ ಮುಂದುವರೆದೇ ಇತ್ತು, and the father's murmur and his unhappiness was always shown. ಅದನ್ನು ಲೆಕ್ಕಿಸದೆ ವೈದ್ಯ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ ಕೊಠಡಿಯೊಳಗೆ ನುಗ್ಗಿದ. So finally the doctor did not pay any attention to the father's talk, and he just got inside the operation theater. ಬಾಗಿಲು ಮುಚ್ಚಿಕೊಂಡಿತು. The door closed, and ಕೆಂಪು ದೀಪ ಉರಿಯಲು ಮೊದಲ್ಗೊಂಡಿತು, and a red light. Usually when a surgery is going on, the red light outside the operation theater will always be on. So that also was on. Then second, ಶಸ್ತ್ರಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಮುಗಿಯುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಲವು ಗಂಟೆಗಳೇ ತಗುಲಿತು, and it took hours for the surgery to be completed. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಮುಚ್ಚಿದ ಬಾಗಿಲನ್ನು ತಳ್ಳಿಕೊಂಡು ವೈದ್ಯ ಹೊರಬಂದ. Finally the doctor came outside. He opened the closed door and he came outside. ಅವನ ಮುಖದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತದೇ ಅವಸರವಿತ್ತು, and on his face the same urgency and hurry was there. ನೋಡಿದ್ಯಾ, ನಾನೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲವೇ, ಆ ಕಾಣದ ಶಕ್ತಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈ ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. So he's the doctor's talking to the patient's father. He's saying, see, I told you there is one unknown power beyond all of us, and that power has helped you. It is not let you off. ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಮುಗಿದಿದೆ. So this operation has been a success. ಈಗ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗ ಪ್ರಾಣೋಪಾಯದಿಂದ ಪಾರಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. Now your son is out of danger. ಅದೇನನ್ನು ಕೇಳಬರುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ತಂದೆಯನ್ನು ತಡೆದು ವೈದ್ಯ ತನ್ನ ಮಾತು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿದ. So the father was about to talk to him or ask him something, when the doctor stopped him and he started continuing to talk. ನೋಡು, ಮತ್ತೇನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳುವುದಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳು. He said, okay, if you have any more doubts or any more questions to ask, the sister will come now, you ask her everything. ಎಂದವರೇ ಬಂದಷ್ಟೇ ಧಾವಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಖಾಲಿಯಾದರು. So he just said this, and the hurry and urgency with which he came inside, with the same hurry he left that place. ಆ ತಂದೆಗೆ ವಿಪರೀತ ಬೇಸರವಾಯಿತು, ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸಪಾಯಿಂಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಹಿಂದೆ ನರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ನಿಂತಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಕಂಡು, ಅಂಡ್ ದ ನರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ನರ್ಸ್ ನೌ. ಇವನೇಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ತಾಳ್ಮೆಗೆಟ್ಟವನಂತೆ ವರ್ತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ವೈ ಇಸ್ ಹಿ ಬಿಹೇವಿಂಗ್ ಸೋ ಇಂಪೇಷಂಟ್ಲಿ? ನನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೊಂಚ ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಎಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಪುರುಸೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದಂತೆ ಓಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾನಲ್ಲ. So he's saying, I just wanted to understand the condition of my son. I just wanted to know a little more details. But he is running away as though he has no time at all. ಹಣದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬಿದ್ದವರ ಧಾವಂತವೇ ಇಂತಹದು. People who always run after money always behave like this. ಇವರಿಗೆ ರೋಗಿಗಳ ಜೀವಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದುಡ್ಡೇ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. So these kind of people, they are not bothered about their patients. Only money is most important for them. ಛೇ ಎಂದು ಮೂದಲಿಸಿದ. And he said, he started to grumble about the doctor. ನರ್ಸ್ ಮೌನವಾಗಿಯೇ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಳು. The nurse was standing there silently. ಅವಳ ಕಣ್ಣಿಂದ ನೀರು ಜಾರಿ ಕೆನ್ನೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹರಿಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದವು. So there was tears rolling out of her eyes and it came even to her cheeks. ಭಾರವಾದ ಧ್ವನಿಯೊಂದು ಅವಳಿಂದ ಹೊರಬಂತು. And with a heavy voice she started to speak. ಅವರ ಮಗ ನಿನ್ನೆಯಷ್ಟೇ ನಡೆದ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋದ ಪಾಪ. So she's saying the doctor's son died in an accident which happened just yesterday. ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಗನ ಅಂತ್ಯಕ್ರಿಯೆಯ ದುಃಖದ ಮಡುವಿನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರು. And when we called him, he was in doing the last rites and he was in such a sorrow. ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ತುರ್ತನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಿದ್ದಂತೆಯೇ ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಅರ್ಧಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು. So saying, when we called him and explained about your son's condition and the necessary and the urgency for which the operation is required, he left that work and he came running here. ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಜೀವ ಉಳಿಸಿದರು, and he saved your son. ಈಗ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಮಗನ ಅಂತಿಮ ವಿದಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. And now he is going to give a final farewell to his own son. ಆ ತಂದೆಯ ಗಂಟಲು ಹಿಂಗಿ ಹೋಯಿತು, and the father's voice was lost because it was such a shock for him to hear this news. ತನ್ನ ಮಗನನ್ನು ನೋಡುವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಚೈತನ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಕುರ್ಚಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಸಿದು ಕುಳಿತ. And he had no energy to even go and look at his son. He just collapsed onto the chair because this was such a shocking news for him to hear, and he was continuously scolding the doctor without even understanding his situation. So his heart is filled with guilt, and he is also feeling sad for the doctor. That's the reason he just collapses and sits on the chair.